if we're going to reach perfect stillness, we've got to stretch and strengthen the body a little bit, or a lot of it, depending on how out of shape you are. So let's start with your diet. For one, try to stick to 70% raw vegetables and fruits, nuts, seeds, sprouts, those kind of things. Check my website, enlightenedbeings.com, juice fasting. Just Google it and just try it out. Give it 3 days of just exploring what happens when you cleanse the body. Cleanse the body, cleanse the mind. You're going to find meditation, yoga, enlightenment, spiritual growth so much easier. It's like putting real electric energy into your body. Okay? So movement. Let's start with some movement here. Let's just get on our hands and knees and start doing some cats and cows. Making some sound. Thinking about your Kundalini. Throughout your practice, you want to be focusing on the breath, breathing energy through the anus, up your spine, opening your sex center. So whatever energy feels good to you, whatever movement feels good to you, go for it. You know, it's good to break the rules. If you're a strict yoga person, try something different. Try to mix things up a little bit so that there's no real pattern, that you're just a free wild spirit, a wild animal, just moving, stretching things out, because you've got some tension, some blocks, some issues in your tissues. And yeah, you might need a few tissues once the emotions start flowing here. So this is good just to do some serpent poses, some child poses, some cat and cow, maybe a downward dog, maybe pigeon. Just stretch things out. Just get into your body. This is very vital that you just stretch and strengthen. As long as you're doing both, strengthening and stretching, you'll be good. You'll be golden. Yeah. So maybe just hold it for a minute here, plank position. And see what it's like to just relax. Breathe in the plank. Be free to just feel the pain, the burning on whatever level. And maybe we come down and we come up. And down into child. We can do some side plank. It's good to balance things out. Do both sides. Downward dog. Again, just just let your body do whatever it wants to do. I'm just giving you some ideas. It's not important that you follow me. In fact, it's probably going to be impossible to follow me because I'm just following the flow of my body. Your job is just to follow the flow of your body. This is what real yoga is about. Because our bodies are not machines. Okay? You can't just take an organ out and put a new organ in and expect it to function exactly the same. You're going to have the memories and emotions of wherever that organ came from. So, your body's not a machine. It's an organic, intimate part of the universe. And it's in a special flow. And so your job is just to listen to the flow, what your body needs. And sure, you can watch me and see what my body needs, but really listen. What does your body need? You know, see what it takes to stretch those parts of you that haven't been stretched out before. So throughout this practice, again, the secret is to slow down and to breathe the energy from the earth. Feel this earth magnetic force, this vitality from the earth, breathing it in through the base of your spine, allowing your anus to open and relax and receive. Allowing the energy to move up your spine wildly and freely. It just feels good to just move. This is one of my favorites. Breathe in one side and exhale on the other side. If you're a coffee drinker or addicted to caffeine, you're going to love this one. This gives you more energy, awareness, electricity than any caffeine. So, part of your spiritual growth is learning how to replace your old addictions with more enlightened addictions. Which I'd say the most enlightened addiction is your addiction to your Kundalini, to opening this channel and feeling the sexual energy just move through your spine, opening your heart from sex to love. From sex to love to God. That's the progress. And so we just want to just keep this in mind all day long. This is your path. Any addiction you have can be healed from moving from sex to love to God. You may have an addiction to a certain substance or to food, to alcohol, drugs, to caffeine, nicotine, to relationships, to not being alone, to animals, to TV, to your iPhone, whatever. There's all sorts of addictions, and I'd say probably 99% of the planet is addicted massively to something. The other 1% is in denial. So think about it. What are you addicted to? What is it that you can't let go of? Maybe it's your mind. That's pretty obvious for most people, as they continually follow their thoughts. Where's the mind going now? Where's it going now? See what happens when you replace that addiction with this addiction to just feeling this essentially alive energy moving up your spine, saying yes to sex, to love, to God, becoming a fountain of sex, love, and God. Wow, what a day you're going to have, right? Keep it in here, keep it in the heart, keep it real. Try to move from the head down into the heart, the sex center. Connect with the earth. Do this if you can, out in the grass, outside. Connect on the beach, in the water, wherever, that you can just be closer to the earth. That's what's best. That's what's going to give you more of the realness of this practice. And yeah, if it's cold outside, you're just going to have to make do with being inside, unless you want to put on some clothes and go out in the snow or whatever. But just allow yourself to be free. That's the goal. Be free in your movements, your voice, your sound. What does your body need? Give it what it needs. Something that I've found is, because our culture is kind of accustomed to sitting a lot, there's a lot of people who sit on their computer or sit in front of the TV or sit on the train. There's a lot of sitting going on. So these core muscles get weak and they can cause back pain pretty easy. So something that helps is just to do some core exercises, which this is a good one. Just lifting your hands and your feet. Just breathing. And it's like, how do you know when you're needing to quit? Well, don't let your mind make it up. Just let your body come to this place where it's had enough. And relax. Let your head fall to one side and just merge with the planet. Enjoy. You are on this earth for a very short time. And yet it's not so short that you don't have a lot to do here. There's a lot of work to be done. And the work is really about letting go. How to let go. How to be free in your movement, in your actions, in your voice, in your communication, in your relationships, in your creativity. This is what's going to help you find your life purpose. Is this freedom. There's nothing really higher than freedom. Love comes close. But if you don't have freedom, love becomes a prison. Freedom's the highest value. Yeah. Freedom allows you to relax. Freedom allows you to be connected to your heart. To be free to explore anything in your mind. Here's another one of my favorites. This is a little plow. Good for stretching out the back. I do like a kicking plow sometimes. And of course there's shoulder stand. So there's all sorts of videos out there on how to do yoga, and you can follow them, but not until you find your own practice are you going to be able to discover your Kundalini, because it's an inward journey. So this is a video just for reminding you of the path and how to come into the belly, into the heart, and get out of the head. Be wild, be free, be an animal. Don't let anybody tell you what you should do. And if they do, yeah, follow them, but follow them with awareness. Follow them with your own individuality. If you're going to be a sheeple with the sheep, be an aware sheep, a black sheep within the flock. It's okay, whatever color you are, to be black, white, green, yellow, purple, whatever sheep you are. But just know that, we're all human. We're all part of the human race. And that's what's allowing us to connect with the divine. If you didn't have a body, you wouldn't have a mind. Didn't have a mind, you wouldn't be aware that you even exist. So it's important to just have reverence for this vehicle. Stay present to it. Give it some love. Sometimes it needs to be hit, especially if you got something that's going on. Sometimes it helps to give it a little massaging, a little hitting. Waking it up. Yeah, so that's about it for today. Just to get you started, jumpstart you on this path to your own practice. There's a lot of information out there on the net. Just find your rhythm, find your breath, find your flow. Go for it. After you're done stretching, strengthening, come to stillness. Sit for at least 20 minutes, at least. Pop up your pillow, put your knees on the ground, get rooted, and just relax. There's nothing you need to do. There's nowhere to go. Just watch, listen, wait, and breathe. The Kundalini will come. This is your pathway. This is the highway, the channel up the spine. Awakening the male, female energy, the feminine and masculine, breath, movement, sound. Okay? Starting to get a hang of it. I can feel it. It's a good start. Thank you for watching. This is Joffrey at enlightenedbeings.com. Bye for now.